Hello, in today's video we're going to be looking at something I don't think a lot of decorators actually take much notice of, and that's job sheets. Now this kind of follows on from a previous video I did about a PDF I've created to help painters and decorators, well in fact any tradesperson, sort out their costs and their what they should be charging per day. I'll leave a link in the description below if you're interested in that and you want to find out what you should be charging your customers as a minimum per day. So like I said, I'll leave that in the description below. But today we're going to concentrate on job sheets, and I never used job sheets for years, and I think I must have lost thousands, because I think as tradesmen, as painters and decorators and that, we think that every job is making us money, where in reality it's very, very easy to lose money. And unless you keep track of your hours, your fuel, your materials, that can quite easily quickly run away with you. So it's a very good habit to get into, is to track the hours and what you spend on a job, and then when you come to price a similar job, you've got this information to be able to use to then fall back on and say, oh yeah, I remember, oh yeah, the last job like this I had to buy this X, Y and Z. So it's a really good idea to track all your time, and because of that I've put a Google Sheets document together that all you do, you can fill it out with your name. I'll tell you what, rather than try and describe it, why don't I just show you what I've created, and now we can get into the good stuff. So this is the spreadsheet. Basically anything on here that's coloured dark green is information that you can enter. So let's start off. There's a few things that you need to put in place first of all, and then when you come to use the spreadsheet again, all you do is go up to here, file, make a copy, and then all that information will be there for you, and it will just carry on through. So let's just get the basic stuff in place first. So we are going to mileage. So I think I've been charging about 45p a mile, so put that in first. I don't know, overheads percentage, probably about, let's just say 10% for now, so we'll put that in. Then here is where you got the blokes working for you. So let's say we got a bloke called Dave working for us, and Tony, or if you're on your own this will just be you, and what we pay them a day. So we're going to pay Dave £80 a day, and then we're going to pay Tony £150 a day. So that's that bit sorted out. Basically that's all you need to do over this side. And then down here, this is where when you've quoted the job, you need to remember your figures. But so say we've quoted a job and we've allowed £3,000 for labour, say 1,000 on materials, overheads, say we've allowed, I don't know, 300 quid, fuel 150, and profit 400, for instance. I don't know, I'm just picking these figures out of the air. So what that does up here is then populates this graph up here. So this is what we've quoted on the bottom, and then as we start to fill out the information on the spreadsheet, the actual figures will start appearing here. So what was our job? 4,000, 4,300, 4,700, 4,850. So 4,850 we put in there, because that's what we've quoted. That's what we've quoted. So what it tells us next is how much tax we're going to pay. Now that's what you're going to need to put aside for tax. And I know some people say, oh well, yeah, you can take out the materials and then pay your tax, but most of the people, the majority of self-employed people, take 20% out of what they of the quote, and put it into an bank account, and then at the end of the year when their tax returns due, they normally find they've got more money in there than they need, and you can take the missus out for a nice meal and a few beers. So it's a good way of saving too, but that's the way I do it, and that's the way a lot of other people do it, I think. However, if you're VAT registered, then if you click that box there, that will then also take your VAT out. So you'll know that you need to put £970 away for VAT, and then your tax comes out of that. So that's all the that side of it. And then this side is just stuff that you do daily. So if we put in today's date, so what's that, the 10th of April, so we put that in there, and we'll put Dave in because Dave's working on the job. So there's Dave. I've put this paid column in because I used to get a bit confused about who I've paid for what job. So what I do, if I've paid them, I just put a yes in there to know they've been paid for that day's work. But that's up to you. Let's say it's 10 miles to the job, so 20 miles for the mileage. So then the mileage will go in there. That'll show the mileage. So whether you give that to Dave or you give Dave some of that money, at least you've got something aside for that. He started at 8 and he finished at 4:30. So that will tell you the hours he's worked. That will tell you what he's earned. So that. Oh, the other thing is, then if you change this here, so we've changed Dave to Tony. So Tony, see, it does change slightly. There you go. So he's just done his just slightly short of his 100. He's worked over and he has £150 a day. So there you go. So that's the labour. And then what will happen is these columns over here will start adding up. And then say we spent, I don't know, let's say we bought some paint over here. You can, oh yeah, and that cost us, I don't know, £89.45. There you go. That will start coming in this column here. And then as you start putting these figures in, this column, these columns will start changing. Profit's good at the beginning because you've not spent much, but as you go on, they'll change. What I might do is actually show you a job sheet of some jobs that we've done. That might give you a better idea. But as you can see, this bit at the top I found really handy because at a glance you can see how the job is sitting, what sort of stage it's at, how much you've got left on labour. Yeah, and then just this down here is just like a running total. Let's spell mileage right as well for a start. So this is just a running total. So at a glance, you can see, how things are going. So your total hours worked, what you've allowed for fuel, total miles, what you've got on labour, and your overheads. So that's basically the way it's laid out. But it's a massive help if you can do this on a daily basis. It's brilliant. It's a game changer. It will change the way you look at the jobs and how things run. So, and down here, like I say, this is just tell you what you've paid them. When you've paid them, it will come in here and tell you how much each person's earned. So basically, that's it. Well, I hope you found that interesting, and more importantly, I hope you found it helpful. You can see the benefits of using a job sheet on a daily basis in your business. It really does make a massive difference to show you where your money's going and also where you're making money and where you're not. So I'll leave a link to that below in the description so that you could go and find that and see if that's helpful. Also, we've got the Feast and Famine PDF, which will show you how to work out the amount of money you need to earn a day to make money running your business. And then also on top of that, we're running a week's worth of training in the very near future. We're going to be looking at time management, quoting and pricing, which is a favourite of decorators, always gets a lot of interest, and also time management. So if that's something you're interested in, I'll also leave a link down below where you can go and then register your interest for that. For when that takes place, I'll get in touch and let you know a little bit closer to the date. Also, if there's anything else that you want me to cover, leave a comment down in the description or comments below. That's what they say nowadays, comments below, and I will do what I can to provide a video on that topic for you. Anyway, till next time, take care. Cheers, bye.